Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst, Elder Emmanuel Malabite Ifeni. Good morning, Elder Emmanuel.
Good morning, Rufai.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Dr. Ifeni. Sorry. Morning. Yeah.
Good morning, Tundu.
Morning.
Yes, when you walk into the studio this morning, I said, this is elegance in motion. With this floral gown you're putting on.
Ifeni.
Touch of pink here and there.
You are an elder.
Yes.
This is your romantic quench.
No, but an elder has the right to be able to appreciate what only the elders can see.
Well, let's start the
It's not
review.
only the elders that see these things. You too, you do poetry too.
Let's start the review with these day newspapers, Nigeria's newspaper of records. The lead story, watch your utterances. Abdulsalami cautions governors, warns against civil war. State helmsmen demand prosecution of criminals to dedicate part of excess crude account to security. Yes, the lead story emanated from this program yesterday, where former head of state Abdulsalami Abubakar was our guest. And of course, he made that call yesterday, urging governors, some of whom have been very careless with their utterances, to be cautious and ensure that they don't set the nation ablaze with their utterances. We'll just move on to other newspapers. Now, the lead story of the Punch newspaper. Niger, Zamfara hold talks. Troops locate students, workers in forest. Talking about the Kangara, kidnap students, teachers, and others. We have deployed more troops where abductees, kidnappers are, says Commissioner of Police. Bandits told students they were soldiers to provide security. Resident. I ran in zigzag pattern to dodge bullets, escaped students, narrates. Other newspapers are also reporting about the latest development in this kidnap saga. The Daily Trust newspaper, 52-year-old Kagara school in Surrey State. How I watched gunmen kill my friend, student. Abductors operated for 2 hours. Police post nearby. Source. Police involve hunters in rescue mission. Now, the Vanguard newspaper, still on the Kagara school invasion. Bandits kill 1, injure 2, abduct 10 in Niger State. That's 24 hours after the Kagara school invasion. Bandits are still on rampage, killing 1, they injured 2, and abducted 10 persons in Niger State. Niger government releases names of abducted students, teachers. How my daughter, 7 others in her house were abducted by bandits, mother of abducted teacher. We took information about attack as rumor. Resident, IGP deploys 4 additional rescue assets to Niger State. Says, we are committed to safe rescue of all abductees. While the New Telegraph newspaper focusing on the ex-service chief. Ex-service chiefs, why we failed to tackle insecurity. Olonishakin, over 1,000 forests occupied by criminals. Buratai, insurgency may persist for 20 years. NEC, that's National Economic Council, endorses prompt arrest, prosecution of criminals. If we just look at that story quickly, because so that we hear directly from what they say beyond the headlines. Yes, former service chiefs yesterday at the Senate gave various reasons why state of insecurity deteriorated under their regime from November 2015 to January 2021. They specifically blamed the state governors who allegedly did not respond to intelligence advice given to them on over 1,000 forest reserves scattered across the country and occupied by criminals who terrorize Nigerians from such hideouts. I don't know what they were expecting the governors to do. The governors don't control the army, they don't control the police. We are giving them this information according to the ex-services, going by that report. You should have that report, that intelligence report should be given to your commander-in-chief, who should give you the necessary directive, if you ask me. Now, the Daily Independent newspaper still reporting the Buratai story. Military action alone can't defeat Boko Haram. Buratai. Now, the Daily Sun newspaper, governors raise funds for military to fight insecurity. Insurgency banditry may last 20 years. Buratai. Now, the Daily Times of Nigeria, governors query ECOWAS protocol on free movement over security. The Daily Times. Yes, for the ECOWAS protocol does not mean a country should not police its borders. Free movement of persons and goods across the region. But the protocol did not in any way state that countries should not protect their borders or police their borders. If we are not doing so, we are able to do so, I don't think we should blame the ECOWAS protocol, because other countries police their borders and they have border security. Now, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, National Economic Council meeting fallout, local security initiatives should include non-indigenous/minority residents. Agrees to compensate victims of targeted attacks, reconstruct destroyed homes. Federal government to seek full implementation of National Livestock Transformation Plan. Recall that that plan, under the supervision of the Vice President, was in place before some persons in the early days of President Buhari's second term came up with Ruga and used that to foul the atmosphere. So if the federal government is ready to go back to that National Livestock Transformation Plan, I think it will be the right thing to do. The Guardian newspaper, Nigeria's The Guardian. Nigeria exits recession amid very weak growth. Yes, there was fourth quarter growth of 0.11%. A growth is a growth. Nigeria has exited recession, and that is official. Yes, economy still troubled still in trouble, says the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Nigeria's riotous cattle herding system stealing growth potential. Experts warn against undue optimism. Yes, cautious optimism, you will say there, but we have exited recession for now. The News Direct newspaper, yes, Senate seek to prohibit casual jobs for graduates. I'm sure many graduates will welcome this development. There's a bill in the Senate sponsored by Senator Ayo Akinyelure, Ondo PDP, prohibition of casualization bill. And the senators blame banks for turning female marketers into sexual slaves. I will just ignore that. I'm sure graduates across the country are more interested in that bill.